Hey everybody out there. This is my first ever YouTube video. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. I'm not exactly the best entertainer in the world, but I'll try to keep myself a little bit more upbeat than maybe I normally am. So, the whole purpose for this channel is to bring awareness to parental alienation. This is a mountain that I am willing to die on. It's something new to me. I've been doing a lot of research on it, as I'm sure many of you have been. I want to kick this off really with a little chat about my experiences and who I've experienced it with, where places that are supposed to be protecting our child are actively participating in child abuse and assisting toxic parents in alienating their child from the other parent. We'll start with the family court system here in Nova Scotia, and I'm sure it's this way in most places, where the family court's initial instinct after a separation is one of the parents has to pay money to the other parent. And the unfortunate reality of this is, in most cases nowadays, the parent that ends up having to pay and doesn't have the money for it is pegged as a deadbeat. And the cruel reality of it is that I don't believe that the vast majority of them are. I think that many of them were victims. I believe that they were probably put into a very negative financial situation before the breakup, probably against their will. And the courts just tell them, no, you have to pay. You have to pay money. And why? Because that's in the best interest of the child. And my question for the courts is, if that other parent is thriving financially and is capable of supporting the child that they've taken, how is putting the other parent in a financial crisis what's in the best interest of the child? Is the child going to prosper with a homeless parent, with a parent that can't afford to get their own apartment? Maybe they're living in a homeless shelter or crashing on friends' couches. Now, I'm no psychologist. I don't have an education whatsoever in psychology. However, it seems to me like the embarrassment to a child of having a homeless parent would be detrimental to their mental health more than anything. As if they're not being mentally abused enough, now they have that torment rolling around in their head. So there really needs to be a lot of reform in the family court system, where the first instinct of the court shouldn't be, let's make somebody pay. It should be, let's get that child with both parents as quickly as possible, if it's safe to do so. Now, a couple of the other places that I've had to deal with that have really more supported my daughter's mother more than myself is our local school board and the school that my daughter attends. My contact information was able to be changed to somebody else's phone number to ensure that I would never get emergency calls or any updates really from the school. And I was never notified. I was never notified of anything from the school for this past school year, really, until I discovered this change. And once I changed my phone number back to what it was supposed to be, I started getting these messages. But there was no attempt to contact me with anything. Strange people coming to pick her up from school was never an issue. But then when I tried to make changes to my daughter's emergency contact list to make sure that I was getting called, her mother was contacted immediately. Now, there are no court orders in place with custody. So as far as I'm concerned, until that happens, everything is shared parenting. All decisions are shared. Then came just last week, I tried to pick my daughter up from school, and although they didn't stop me, they immediately called her mother to let her know that I was taking her. And before I even had a chance to notify her that I was picking her up, I was getting angry text messages. Now, the next one kind of came as a shock to me for real was Girl Guides Canada. I had reached out to Girl Guides Canada because I'm not being notified of any events or anything so that I can participate in my daughter's life. And Girl Guides Canada will not share any information about my daughter because I wasn't the parent that registered her. Now, when she was originally registered several years ago, I don't know if I was added to the list or not. Her mother had registered her for it, but I had attended her any ceremonies that she had. I was expected to drop her off, although that didn't work out with what we had going on in life at the moment. It didn't seem to be an issue, but when I contacted them and asked them to be added to the email list so that I could be kept informed, the response was the registering parent must add me to the list. They won't allow me to do it myself, which I know there's not even any point in asking her to do that. She's not going to do it. History does repeat itself. So there are a lot of there's a lot of parental alienation happening or being supported by organizations such as Girl Guides Canada that are supposed to be building strong women and not supporting child abuse. Same thing with the family court system and the school system. And it's like this everywhere. So, folks, if you're watching this channel, you're probably going through a thing similar to me. You're not alone. There are so many people out there that are going through this. I was kind of shocked talking to coworkers and friends and strangers on the street that are going through the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying that every man out there that has his kids kept from him is going through this. Some of them are deadbeat fathers. Some are deadbeat mothers. But I think the more you get to learn people's stories, the more you realize what's happening. And it's unfortunate that the family court system really assists, promotes, encourages, and actively participates in parental alienation and child abuse. So that's my thought for today. I wish you all well and good luck, and I hope you will tune in for some of my other videos. Thanks for watching.